Well, Heron's back. I don't know what to do about this guy, because now I removed the cinder blocks so he couldn't sit on top of the cinder blocks. And I made the net super tight. And now it's so tight, he can stand on top of the net. So I'm not sure what to do, because I won't kill it. Because it's illegal to do, and it's not fair. It's not his fault. He's just hungry. And, you gotta play with what's around. But maybe I gotta get a decoy and things like that, if that'll work. But I'm not sure what to do besides, this guy is my mortal enemy. I do own a BB gun, but I would never shoot it to harm it. And it's only a pellet gun, and it's powerful enough that it would really hurt it. I couldn't just, scare it. It would kill it. So, that's not an option. But I wonder how close I can get to this guy here. I bet if I open the door, he's got to fly away, right? There he goes. Let's go look at the koi, make sure that he didn't just, puncture them all, even though he couldn't eat them or something. Well, it looks okay. But I don't know what to do. I have to figure it out. Well, it's time to address the pond. I'm going to put air pump in there, try and get some surface agitation going to help throw off the heron. That's the only thing I can think of I changed in the last month or so. You guys saw me use that other air pump in the fish room. So I'm going to put a smaller air pump out here, see if that can help. I also need to back flush and get it ready for winter, so that's what I'm going to do now. Enjoy the time lapse. Out the rest and we're good to go. I think today I'm going to try and focus on some bettas. I know I need to start bringing them into the store, which means I got to go start buying them, which means I got to start housing them. And I want to tweak the Betta barracks that I've got going on back here. I don't know if it works as well as I want it to. I got to go in and clean the taps periodically because gunk is so it's in a sump system. We've got water that goes through it. And that gets gunked up every once in a while. So you get poor flow up top, you get better flow down below, that type of thing. What I'm thinking is, what if I just connect it to the the auto water change system so that I don't recirculate water, it just auto water changes each cup each day. I think that could be useful. So I might try that, which means I got to plumb that line into a drain, and then I have to connect this, which is a power head right now. I've got to connect that into the water change system. So, I got to do some playing and I got to see if it's going to work, because I have no idea if it's going to work yet. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and we'll see if I can't make some magic happen. Well, time to get started. Got to plan, got to think, got to do. So here's what I like about the new way I'm doing it. One, fresh water all the time. That's a good thing, because with a sump, I'm just too lazy. I don't change water as often as I want to. Two, it's going to allow me to feed them I can feed them floating food now, because now it's not instantly going to go out of the cup. So like right now, if I was to put floating food in, it's just going to come out and go into the drain, okay? But what I do like is whenever this kicks on, it's going to create some turbulence, and some of that's going to make its way out of the system each day, and that's going to help keep the bottoms of the cups clean. Also, it is fully pressurizing the top cups now, and I think that's a good thing as well, because it wasn't fully pressurizing before. So those are all good things, and so now I can feed the bettas floating food. That's a good thing.
and I should be able to load some more. And I've got more ideas. You can see down there, there's still live black worms that are getting spun around. But yeah, I like this. I like this design. I think it's going to work really well. It provides fresh water each day to them, which I think is a good thing, instead of just recirculating the water. It's going to make meds a lot harder though. So that I have to figure out, because I normally dose all my bettas, right? But now it's going to be like, oh, well, there's only X amount of water in each cup. So I'm thinking maybe I get a system, or I build a new system, something like that, where each betta is held at like a gallon of water. And then I make up like, 50 gallons of water with medicine in it, and then I fill each one with that medicine water, and we'll see how that goes. Now, my next idea for bettas, because I want to try importing some, so I want to make my life easy. My next idea is another recirculating system. So if I take this and I make it so the elbow goes up, and I put cups in here, I think that'll keep them separate and would work, but I gotta go buy some supplies. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is buy supplies. Well, I'm at the party store. You gotta figure they gotta have a disco ball, right? Let's find out. Well, I found the disco balls. Apparently there's a lot of different types. I didn't know. But I don't think I need anything with LEDs because I don't have to plug it in. So it looks like the smaller one. Yes, we will go with this one for $10. Guaranteed. Oh, weird. You wouldn't think it had gaps like that. But I wonder if the other one's better. Anyway, I'm gonna put the camera down, I'm gonna pick one. I'm not gonna invest in this yet, but check it out. They have a solar spinner. So maybe if this doesn't work, I'll get a solar spinner. We'll see. There we go. Disco ball installed. Clearly, the Heron is terrified. I can't see him. Not that I've seen him all day, but I already know he's scared, so we'll see how it goes. Moriarty, I'm just gonna foil you. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you take a cup like this, which is like a 32-ounce deli cup or something like that, and you put it in here, right? But first, you gotta put holes in the bottom so the water can flow through it. So that's what I'm gonna try and do now. So enjoy the time lapse. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit first. So the trick is to use a soldering iron. Once it gets hot, you just poke holes right through the plastic there, and that's how we're going to keep water flowing between all the containers. That's going to hold 50 bettas. I think I can improve upon it a little bit by putting a rock on the bottom of each one, but let me show you how it looks. This is the top view, and I think if I put a rock in each one, it would kind of stabilize some of these. But I think the concept will work. I think it will flow water through, and there's this algae on the bottom of this because I wasn't running water up here, but I think the water will flow through all of them, and it'll do what I needed to do. So now I just added 50 capacity to my bettas, and I can test out, do I like this system better versus the other system, because I'll be using meds. So I don't know which one I like yet. We'll see. That's part of what I love about this hobby, is well, hobby and job and career or whatever, is the experimenting. Like, is that better or is that better? You know, on both of them I can make auto water change, but you know, it's the meds and stuff like that. And you never know. You can design something that works perfect in theory, and then in practice it doesn't work at all. So now I'm going to feed my fish. Alright, now it's time to head into the house and do the lighting on my wife's tank. Well, here's the wife's tank. I'm going to install the new lighting on it, and you know, some plants are growing, for sure. She's had to trim some, stuff like that. Looking a little light on the fertilizer, but she's going to amp it up, she says, so we'll see how that goes. And I think some more lighting is going to help. It's pretty dim. It's a pretty bad shot because there's just so much glare, but you know, plants are doing okay, I would say, for the most part. That's a good thing. You know, I think we get some more light on there, which I don't like this color of light because it's the shop lights, and then it's only lighting, you know, 2/3 of the tank well, so we're gonna get that lit up here. The Bovinianus is really taking off here, you know, so it's actually probably putting out a bloom, stuff like that, but I'm gonna swap these lights out and we'll see how it looks. I would say the tank looks a lot better. I like the color. I need to get one more 2-footer going this way in this corner. It's a little dark, but otherwise I think it looks pretty good.